players.
Wow, going to shake things up here, Kevin Kelly. Do not see any of the players in the top 3 right now.
There's LeBlanc in about the 4 spot. So.
Okay, there we go.
And typically, I would imagine he's on a 250F in this 450B class. A lot of those younger kids with their first run in the big bikes will jump on a 250F. One rider down there. That's the number 14. Luke Kalitsian, that's one of your players right there.
Yeah, I didn't recognize that 36 right away. Could not read that. And when you said a couple Honda players, did not recognize Kalitsian at all.
Let's see if he can make hay while the sun shines right here. Needs that Moto win.
Wow.
The boys at Moto XXX psyched on that kid. There's the one of LeBlanc, the ominous.
Moto Concept.
Number 1.
Moto Concept.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's Moto XXX too, though. Yeah. Yeah, he texted me. No, that's the gear stuff.
So under the tutelage of Tony Alessi, right now, Luke Kalitsian doing exactly what he needs to do, getting that hole shot, and as Special K said, making hay while the sun shines. Don't want to get that straw wet by any means.
We have to make sure Tony knows. We know it's Moto Concept. We also know he's got some help from Moto XXX too. Middle part of the racetrack.
And all the guys over there?
What's that?
Still Jordan Burns and all the guys over at Moto XXX or what?
No idea. I just got a message from them letting everybody know, why are the yellow flags there? It must have a rider across. No, you don't need to do that. So it's Kalitsian, LeBlanc, Wyatt Madsen, Justin Coquinos, Cole Bradford. There's Luca Marsalisi. He's a player. Blake Hazen, Sebastian Balbar, Eddie Nora Jr. and Kyle Epperson round out your top 10. But right now, Luke Kalitsian has to stay right there. He has to keep Matthew LeBlanc behind him on that number 1 blue Yamaha. You can see him on the screen. LeBlanc trying to reel him in. Around that left end of the Monster Energy can, you'll pick up the blue Yamaha ride of Matthew LeBlanc. Out of Louisiana, moved out to California to get closer to all the training facilities that Star Yamaha wants him to be at. Great shot going through the 10 Commandments. LeBlanc trying to reel him in. One lap in, 1.9 seconds. And LeBlanc trying to close in. This is for the championship. The 3rd and final moto. This is your 450B class. There is your MMI, your Motorcycle Mechanics Institute top 10. And Kalitsian on a rail right there. There's the number 72. But here's your top 10. It is Kalitsian, LeBlanc, Watt, Madsen, Coquinos, Bradford, Marsalisi. He needs to do some work. He is now in 6th. Hazen is 7th. Balbar is 8th. Nora Jr. and Epperson round out your top 10. And look at that. There is the pass. Wow, they were just inches apart. In fact, it looked like their handlebars actually touched. And LeBlanc wasting no time. Kalitsian needs to fire right back. And I don't think LeBlanc wants him to even get close enough to do that. By the billboards we go, and Kalitsian runs down and he goes down. LeBlanc looks back, and that might just do it for the championship. Kalitsian tried to run it in. So now 2nd place. Here's what you want to look at right here. Kalitsian trying to run it around on the outside. The front end kind of shoots to the left. He runs into the back of LeBlanc's bike.
Oh!
And that's going to be all she wrote there for that championship, unless there are problems for LeBlanc. That's your replay.
Wow.
Great shot. What are the RacerTV guys getting the shot. And now Matthew LeBlanc just needs to settle in to a nice, comfortable pace.
Holy cow.
148 that time around was quick. Kalitsian with a 150. Wyatt Madsen a 155. Coquinos a 155. Bradford a 156. So Kalitsian kind of forcing the issue, trying to run around on the outside of the number 1 of LeBlanc. Did not work.
So last time around, Kalitsian about half a second back. Wyatt Madsen about a full second back. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, LeBlanc had made the pass right in front of us in the sweeper.
Exactly.
And then Kalitsian trying to retaliate.
And that's when it went.
Did not work.
Gotcha.
Kalitsian is coming. Look at him going. He's picked the motorcycle up. He's still in second. He is going to ride like a wild man, I bet, for the next 5 laps. He has absolutely nothing to lose. The championship sits on that number 1 Yamaha rider's machine right there. Matthew LeBlanc. Kalitsian is going to have to really, don't look over your shoulder, man. You got to look forward.
What happened to the hitman?
Marcellisi was 6th. He keeps dropping down.
They've got him at 41st.
Yep, he had a problem there. He went from 6th all the way to 41st.
Was it a mechanical? Did he go down?
The camera wasn't on it.
Okay.
We didn't see it.
All right.
So there's the Smart Tops Moto Concepts ride of Luke Kalitsian.
Well, the three-way battle ended rather early.
It did.
Okay, the three-way shootout, last man standing.
We got 2 laps in, and that was all she wrote. One rider down with a big sweeper. The front end tucks. That white gear is going to need some shouts, a little bit of Clorox, perhaps, some Tide. Looking at our race for the number 3 spot, Matson, Coquinos, and Bradford. There is the 39 of Coquinos trying to get around the lucky number 13 of Wyatt Matson.
I'm preoccupied right now. I got to get back in. I got to get my head back in this one right now. I'm looking at so many things right now. I got to get back to the lead right here.
Well, that's Wyatt Matson. He's in the number 3 spot on that number 13 machine. He has Justin Coquinos right behind him on that number 39 machine. There's Coquinos. Oh, excuse me. There's Matson. And then Coquinos trails him a couple of seconds behind him.
I tell you, got to give it up, man. Kalitsian picked himself up, kept himself right in the hunt right there. And, you know, I got to say, this one's still not over by any means, Kevin Kelly.
No, one little bobble by your leader who's out to about a 7-second lead.
And, you know, there could be contact with a lap or a blown turn.
Sure.
The Bermuda Triangle.
And
anything
it looks
could
like
happen.
Kalitsian goes down yet again. Tony Alessi, hands up in the air. Like he just don't care, but he does care, actually.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yep, we already picked that up. Kalitsian is down. We've already called that. Here's our second, now third place rider, Matson and Coquinos.
Listen, I got to tell you guys, he's only been on this 450 a few times. This guy qualified on a 125 to ride this class, okay? So here he is running the 450V. He's only ridden this bike 5 or 6 times. He's learning as he goes. Sure. And that is just over trying.
Whoa,
all he did was,
get off there. That was Coquinos. He jumped straight across, the bike high-sided.
Oh, man.
We have him dropping left and right.
That was truly a step off right there. He stepped off of that bike, bro.
He did. He hopped right off before it slapped him down on the ground.
Here's our replay on that one.
You'll see him on the
inside. You called it in mid-fall, too. Like, oh.
Loretta's giveth and Loretta taketh it.
That was a bit side saddle style there on that one. Could not remount that stud.
That stallion. So the number 13 now. Yeah, that's your top 21 through 30. So we'll look at LeBlanc out front. Wyatt Matson second. Coquinos is not third. He's gone down. Cole Bradford fourth. Kalitsian comes across in fifth after his second crash of the moto. Balborough is sixth. Curler seventh. Epperson, Lamborn, and Bailey round out your top 10.
About 11 minutes to go in this, but a lot of time, not even halfway yet. Look at the action we've had.
We've had a lot of folks go down, and Matthew LeBlanc's like, man, you're just going to make it that easy on me?
Yeah.
Both the guys he was tied with have gone down and had major issues, so.
And won them twice, and one of them basically out of it completely.
Yeah, he's all the way out of 41st place, so Matthew LeBlanc can kick back. The old lazy boy, pull that handle.
So the answer to the proverbial question, how you doing? Pretty good right now, bro. Yeah, looking pretty good. Feeling okay.
Thinking about where I'm going to have this celebration dinner, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Loretta's kitchen.
Hey, Loretta's.
The hot stove. He's still going for it, though. 153, he's kind of cruising around.
Yeah, drop that lap time back just a little bit. Of course, fast lap on 148.2. No need to take unnecessary chances right now. We talk about letting the race come to you, and that's what he did. He let the chips fall where they may. Everybody else had their issues, had their mistakes, and still a lot of time to go in this one. But Matt LeBlanc very controlled right now. As you said, throttling back just a bit and going to take every precaution to keep that thing on two wheels, Kevin Kelly, and bring it home with another gold, another title.
Yeah, and he knows how to win a championship. He understands the pressures and how hard it is just to get to a point where you're in contention. He's won several here. He's got the #1 place. He's a returning champ, so kind of let it come to you, just like you said. Relax.
You and I have seen race management beat speed many, many times at the ranch, okay?
Well, and he was showing that he had race speed as well, because he made that pass on Calician, so he was willing to do whatever was necessary. Matthew LeBlanc going to be the clear-cut champ here in this 450B class as we reach the halfway point. There's the 9-minute mark there.
And that is a battle. Producers just pointed out right now this battle for 6th place. Look at these guys.
Calician again. Every time he's on camera, there's fireworks there.
Yep.
There's Calician back in the #7 spot, trying to get around Sebastian Balbuena.
Balbuena.
B-A-L-B-U-E-R.
We just don't get the rest of it. If you look down on the sheet,
okay?
Balbuena.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
His parents are probably cussing me right now.
And Todd Rachotte. Not Ricochet, not Richo. I was calling him Rico, trying to spice it up a bit, but you know, Rachotte sounds even tougher.
That sounds tough, yeah. So he has gotten around Calician, now has made his way in and around Sebastian Balbuena. Keeps on coming, kids back up into the #6 spot.
Just like our first moto, you know, unfortunately, Calician happened to pass some of these riders 3 times.
He'll get the hard charger award, but Matthew LeBlanc will get the big #1 plate. As we continue to watch Luke Calician, he was tied for a lead there, went down. And there's a few folks behind Luke there as we watch the #70 of Sebastian Balbuena right in front of that big Monster Energy viewing deck.
It's going to be interesting next week, Kevin Kelly. See the pro riders on this thing. Going to be extremely interesting. You know, we talked to Kevin Windham, we talked to RC. They both had their own opinions on, you know, breaking points and this and that. Lines are going to be lines. I mean, it's the same corner. Going to be a little different section back in the back, but basically going to sharpen everything up, steepen everything up a bit. But basically the same track, so going to be some of the similar lines, just going to be used differently and at a much faster pace.
Yeah, the way those guys have been sending this big single over the 2 rollers, that'll be a thing of they'll just huck it all the way into the turn.
I'm hoping we just put a 2-footer.
Right.
Just go ahead and put it at the first tough block right here, and we'll just call it a landing.
Give them something to land on. That's a good point. It's going to be fun next weekend as the AMA Pro Motocross National Championships begin.
You are going to make your way down?
Nope, not going to be here. Nope, that'll be hot rod.
You got baseball?
No, I got a firefighting gig that duty calls.
You guys dragging the dummies? You're doing a competition?
You guys have 3 guys. Anyway,
you dragging the dummies next week? You got a competition going on or something?
Yeah,
or?
firefighter championship.
Yeah, pulling that hose and
that's right.
Spraying that flame.
Every day. There's the #20 of Lucas Lamborn. Where's Lucas sitting? He's in the #8 spot. He's right behind Sebastian Balbuena. And there's a look at Luke Calician. Lamborn with 20, 12, and 8. That's the way you want to finish off.
That's right. 20
in the first moto, 12th in the second, now an 8. Not bad. Matthew LeBlanc goes 3-1-1. That's good enough for first overall. And then a nice, comfortable points gap back to the #2 spot. He can give up 4 or 5 spots and still be ahead of Luke Calician with 2.26 moto scores.
I think it's still almost 6 minutes to go, just under 6 minutes, Kevin, and no sign of letting up from LeBlanc. He's still turning 155s. Yeah, the fast was a 148, but he's still turning 2 to 3 seconds quicker than the guys behind him. Going to use that race management, going to use the best judgment he can, and right now, no stupid mistakes, no foolish mistakes, you know, no unnecessary chances. Don't come together with any lappers. I know that's easier said than done, but
he's in a good headspace, so he
does.
I'm sure they've got plus 21 second on his pit board. That's all he needs to read. He can absolutely cruise around. As we look at our leader right in front of us on the announcer's tower, the #1, going to be still Matthew LeBlanc, Started off in about 4th or 5th, picked his way up to the number 2 spot, put some pressure on Luke Kalizian, made the pass. Kalizian goes down. The other rider he was tied with, Marsalisi, goes all the way back to 41st, so that's probably going to be one of the easier championships he's had to endure here.
Yeah, for
Not a lot of pressure, thankfully. Now, before
the
that
good
gate
news
drop,
is,
Marsalisi back up.
Yeah, to 31st, so it puts him inside top 10 overall right now. So
top 10, you can go 1-3-31 and finish top 10. That's
how about that, dude?
Marsalisi.
Right on, yeah.
Talking about digging deep.
He deserves that. That guy's worked hard all week. Had a little bad luck here today. So
Moto.
Yeah, absolutely. But Matthew LeBlanc can't take anything from that guy. He's the fastest today, the fastest this week so far. Luke Kalazian, 110% effort. Every moto we've seen that guy, 110% effort.
Absolutely.
So you know what? Again, the fairest system in the world. 3 motos, qualifiers to get here, qualifiers to get here, and nobody got lucky today.
No, it will test in every bit of your program. It'll test your bike, your training, your fitness, your mechanical skills, your mental status, everything about your heart. Yeah.
And like Jason and I said earlier, you know, many of factory rider come out of here without a championship. There are less championships than there are factory rides anyways. So, you know, when you see a guy starfish, when you see a guy cartwheel have that big yard sale, and he gets back up like Kalazian, passes the same guy 3 times, falls over again in the Bermuda Triangle, get up, do it again. Let me tell you something. Boom. You know, big points right there. Big points right there.
Just like this guy in 21st, Sebastian Balbuena.
Yes.
He's got a 41, a 19, and a 9 going now. So good for him. Way to dig deep. It's always good to go home with a good, solid moto score. There's the number 70 as we continue to watch Sebastian Balbuena. Really fascinated with Sebastian there. There's Kalizian.
And again, this guy's only been on a 450 for a few weeks. That's the bottom line. That guy, didn't he borrow, I think, one of Kyle Lewis's bikes? He borrowed a bike to train on to make, 2015 bike.
Well, if you can ride that one, you can definitely ride a 2020.
You better believe that.
When the 2020 drops in, you'll be good to go.
Old Lucky Lewis working with him a bit there and getting him up to speed as quick as possible, but you will not forget the name Kalazian.
Not at all. There's the number 39. We are looking at Justin Kokinos. A good, solid, steady run for Justin. He's in 4th. Got Cole Bradford, 0.91 of a second just in front of him on the number 27 Honda. Right there. There's the 27. He may have moved up a spot.
Bradford.
9 laps in now. Should be looking at a white flag at some point.
And that's a heck of a battle.
Matson and Cole Bradford. Wyatt Matson on that number 13, the white machine. Cole Bradford. This is deep. This is late into a moto. This is like the 15th round of a heavyweight boxing match. Just, you know, you got to take your shots here.
Arms are getting heavy.
That's right.
Punches are getting slow.
Just let it rip. Here we go
Exactly.
into the 10 Commandments. The white machine, that is Bradford. He had a nice little run through the 10 Commandments, and here comes Cole Bradford on that red number 27.
Bradford, just like Empire, just keep swinging. Something's going to land. If not, it doesn't.
Into the back towards Storyland, and your leader's already cleared that. Matthew LeBlanc. There is the number 27 of Bradford, still desperately trying to reach up and catch Wyatt Matson.
Matson, one of those guys, goes fast all the time. All the time goes fast. Doesn't really have bad laps, that type of thing. Gets himself into these battles, gets himself into these situations, and just always has good, fast laps.
Yeah, he's been clean. Not a lot of drama there.
No.
27 of Cole Bradford having to work right up to the rear bumper. We've got a championship to handle here in just a minute.
White flag is out on this one. White flag is out.
And he is all in. Cole Bradford hucking that big single. And they've got a couple more steps down. And the white flag, it is out. One more to go. Turning up the heat, the number 13, holding on for dear life in the number 2 spot. That's what we are watching. Bradford is right there. It is go time. He's got a shot right here on the inside. Chops the throttle there. Had to shut it down. Matson.
Yeah.
Oh, the 27 of Bradford goes down.
Oh, game over.
bummer for Cole Bradford. All the while, though, this guy right here, slap another #1 on the front of that machine. That's Matthew LeBlanc. He's going to go home with another title. He's got a half a lap of work to do. Still not done yet. We're going to see him one more time in that B class.
Yep.
Here's a look at that attempt at a pass. This turn has bitten a few folks, man. Trying to run it in there. The front end just tucks, and Wyatt Matson just takes a sigh of relief there. Later.
Says thank you under the helmet and throttles back a little bit. Brings it on home for sure. You can just see the you can see the body language, but the expression through Bradford right there was just, here we go.
About 35, 40 more seconds of work for that young man, Matthew LeBlanc. Swamp Man, all the way from Louisiana. There's Matthew going for that big single to roller there. 2 more turns to go. Matthew LeBlanc will be your national champion. The 450B class is his. Set that bike into that lowest strut there. Look over at the crowd. And that was easy. Just hit the button, the easy button.
The easy button?
There you go.
Yeah, I like to set that one myself, but most of my equipment doesn't have an easy button.
Nothing is easy for me.
So, no. I don't think there was an easy button in my life, really.
No, there's Joel from FMF. They're going to go congratulate their rockstar, the Yamaha Monster Energy superstar of Matthew LeBlanc. Takes that win. Finishing off his 2020 Loretta Lynn's with the bang. He's got one more class to go, I believe. We'll toss it down to Rodney Tomlin, who's got our winners.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. As we work our way down here to the podium, going to grab our third place position finisher here, our bronze medal. All right, third place, we're going to get a Moto bronze for our third place position finisher. We'll do our championship celebrations coming up here in just a couple of moments. Our Whole Shot Award winner, the 36 of Luke Kalatsian. So he'll get the Basic Stability Cycle Whole Shot Award. And your Moto bronze will go to the 27, as we said, of Cole Bradford. Working on getting Cole up to the podium right now. I know trying to get a quick drink of water and get themselves established here. Matt LeBlanc celebrating for obvious reasons. And stand by, we'll be here with you. We got a new third place position. Come on up. Matthew Curler, they say, passed there at the last moment. I wrote it down. I thought it was Bradford, but Matthew Curler, their credit to, looks like they're telling us down here for third place in the Moto bronze. So we'll bring Matthew on up. Talk about pushing right down to the very, very end. How about a Moto bronze? Matthew Curler, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I mean, you had us all fooled there for a second, and pushing right to the end, that's what it takes. Take us through that one.
Straight off the start, I just got an elbow or a handlebar to the gut, and I just had to let him go so I didn't get cleaned out off the start. And then it was just hard work from there on out to get to the top.
So got to the top, and a good finish here for you. That's going to set you up pretty good in the overall for as far as top 10 scores are concerned. And I know a pretty exciting memory for you in this third moto, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I want to say huge thanks to Hoosier Tires, Marty at Moto Mods, Taylor Painter, Kyle Cunningham, Shock Socks, Fly Racing, Scott Goggles, my mom and dad, Tapped House, and everyone who supported me from here.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Curler going 4.43 on the week as we go to our second place finish. I believe this would be the 13 of Wyatt Matson, making his way up to the podium next for Moto Silver. Here he comes from out of the shadows. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wyatt Matson, Moto Silver here in Moto 3. Well, Wyatt, I'll tell you, man, talk about getting it all to fall together. You go 6-6-2. Today was certainly your day, it looked like.
Yeah, I finally got a good start. Against the 450s on the 250 is pretty hard, but got a good start and then made my way to the front, and a few guys crashed, and then just try to stay up the entire moto.
Well, great finish for you, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I can't thank Grindstone enough. Carrie Shearer, we've been putting long hours in. Monster Army, AEO, Pro Taper, Scott, Seven, Bell, Asterisk, Clover Hill, Maxima, and Moto Cuts, Twisted, VP, and everyone else. Thank you so much.
All righty, there he is, Wyatt Matson, and I need Luke Kalatian for the Whole Shot Award. Is Luke down here? Luke? So while these bikes take off down here from the podium, we'll get Luke up here, then we'll begin our celebrations with Matthew LeBlanc as he goes 3-1-1 for the weekend and the overall win here at Loretta Lynn's. But we'll get the Whole Shot Award real quick. Where's Luke? Is he coming? All right, he's coming right now. Tony says, there he is. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the Stasic Cycles Whole Shot Award, Luke Kalatian. Luke, you got off to a good start, buddy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I got off to a great start. Goes to show that the Moto Concepts XPR bike, I was putting the hammer down. Matt got me, and I clipped his back wheel over there, and I got up. It was pushing, and I got a little slick off the jump before the finish and went down. Bars were tacoed, but I got up and did the best I could, try to put myself up on the box at the end.
Well, good ride this week, opening up some eyes, no doubt about it. Luke, anybody you want to say thanks to?
Thank you to the Alessis, my family, Kyle Lewis, my mechanic, Nick, Moto Concepts, Smart Top, Bullfrog Spas, Mike Genova, Liette, XPR Engines, Dunlop, Recluse, everyone, all my friends, family, thank you guys so much.
There he is, Luke Kalatian, ladies and gentlemen, your Whole Shot Award winner here at Loretta Lynn's. Thanks to our friends at Stasic Stability Cycles. And as we move on in the program, we welcome to the podium next, going 3-1-1, your 2020 450B AMA Amateur National Motocross Champion, Matthew LeBlanc. Wow, Matt, coming into this one, I know every race win, every overall, every moto, they're all special for you, man.
Yeah, all of them were pretty special. First moto, got 39th gate pick, horrible start, just worked through the pack the whole moto, ended up third, came on the podium, said I was going to go 3-on-1, win the championship, did it, and couldn't have done it any better way.
That's absolutely correct, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. My mom, my dad, the whole Star Racing Yamaha crew, they've pushed me and helped me so much the past couple years. Monster Energy, Thor, Alpine Stars, Bell, FMF, Dunlop, Garrett Swanepoel, my trainer, Sean Humphreys, On Track School, and everyone else. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And now the moment you've been waiting for, with moto scores of 3-1-1, here to present you with your AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship #1, Mr. Richard White.
On behalf of the AMA, congratulations.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, your 450B National Champion, Matthew LeBlanc. All righty, back up top as we get set to roll into another championship moto.
Protein Complex is a great post-workout recovery tool with enhanced bioavailability for maximum nutrient absorption. You will not find another whey protein out there with anti-inflammatories and oxidants like curcumin, bioperine, and MCT. Reload is also